You've heard of Aventuria, the adventure board game, but you're wondering what it is? Or have you come across the video by chance? In both cases, you've come to the right place. In this video, I explain what Aventuria, the adventure board game is and what makes it special. My explanations refer to the second edition from 2025, which has a few differences to the first edition. First things first, Aventuria is an exciting cooperative and card-based board game. It is designed for 1 to 6 players, so it can be played solo or in a group. You play together against the game, so there's no need for a game master. The adventure book and the card text tell you what to do. Aventuria is set in the fantasy world of the largest German RPG, The Dark Eye, or short TDE, or DSA, on the continent of Aventuria, hence the name Aventuria. You don't have to know The Dark Eye for playing Aventuria, but if you know, you will rediscover a few things from the role-playing game. Like The Dark Eye, Aventuria is developed and published by the German role-playing game publisher Ulisses Spiele. Incidentally, the first version of Aventuria was developed by Lukas Zach and Michael Palm, the developers of Dorfromantik das Brettspiel, the German Game of the Year 2023, and was released in 2015, almost 10 years ago. But what exactly is it about? You choose from various types of heroes, for example the Dwarven Blacksmith, or the Tulumedian Magician, or the Half-Elf Rogue, or the Elven Scout, each of which brings their own iconic deck of 30 cards, as well as their hero and talent card. You have 2 genders on both sides, which shows their attributes and their skills. In Aventuria you roll dice for your values in various situations similar to role-playing games. Unlike trading card games such as Magic the Gathering, however, each deck and each box has its own fixed cards, so there are no random card packs or anything similar. Your group of heroes experience adventures whose acts, of which there can be several per adventure, each consist of 2 parts. First, a story with different paths and events. You have to decide which path you choose, but your skills and your luck also have an effect on it. Second, a tactical battle in which you use your card decks to fight against various opponents, mostly powerful leaders and their shady henchmen, and solve various tasks along the way. You always have to weigh up what exactly you do with your cards, as they are also your finite resource, endurance, which you need to be able to perform actions at all. After each adventure you receive adventure points, with which you can improve your cards or acquire rewards captured in adventures. You then start the next adventure in the campaign with your improved heroes. For the second edition, a multiplayer campaign, Chalices of Power, with around 60 hours of playtime, will be released in 2025. There's also a solo player campaign, Curse of the Desert, which got some special solo mechanisms. However, both campaigns can be played both solo and in a group. Each adventure can also be played individually as a one-shot or combined with other adventures in a free campaign. Each campaign box is an all-in-one package with all needed rules, heroes and adventures, and can therefore be played without additional boxes. This will also apply to upcoming Aventuria campaigns. A system with a basic box and expansions, as it was the case in the first edition, will therefore no longer exist in the future. The only expansions available are so-called hero sets, which contain additional heroes and 1 adventure each that you can integrate into the multiplayer campaigns or play it individually. In general, each adventure can be played with all heroes, so that the hero sets provide even more variety for the campaigns. With the relaunch in 2025, 10 different heroes will initially be playable. If you want to know how Aventuria plays, have a look at the video description below. There I've linked our Aventuria actual plays in German and a document where you can find many links to German and English YouTube videos that deal with Aventuria. Also check out my Aventuria guide, where I explain everything about Aventuria, what it is, what's available and what you need and where to get it. I've also linked it in the video description below. There will be an English version soon, so stay tuned. Until then you can use Google Translate or DeepL.com. If you're watching this video at the beginning of 2025, then the crowdfunding for Chalices of Power and Curse of the Desert may still be running on GameFound. You can also find the link in the video description below. If you watch it later, the boxes may already be available in stores, or there may already be crowdfunding for the next big adventure campaigns. But now to you, what do you think about Aventuria? Do you already played it? And do you have funny stories about it? Or are you completely new to the topic, and where did you find out about it? Do you have any other questions about Aventuria? Then write it in the comments. We read and answer everything. And if you don't have anything to comment, then comment !Aventuria. Feel free to share the video with anyone who might be interested in Aventuria or should. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell if you don't want to miss any other news about Aventuria in the future. And if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. Everything helps us to show the video to even more people and make Aventuria even known better. And then all that remains to say is !Aventuria. Have fun to play.